boy.
Huh?
What?
Stop right there, criminal scum. You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
No! God! Please, no!
Then pay with your blood.
No!
Yeah! Oh? Of course. You're welcome. Greetings, my freshly squeezed fellows. I'm the FedoraMask, back once again on the content farm grind. And oh boy, do I have a special one to show you tonight. Now, most of these content farms usually feature popular characters from multiple media sources, then throw them into any contemporary brainrot scenario with reckless abandon. But to truly leave your mark in the YouTube game, you'll have to create a persona of your own, a mascot, if you will. Plenty of creators have done this. That's how we have characters such as Aphmau, Nico and Cash, Oxy and Animal Mace, and of course, yours truly. Usually, these characters are on the role-playing side of Minecraft content, and will get themselves into some wacky scenarios. Sure, some of their stories may seem questionable for their target audience. You know, children. All in all, it's mostly harmless fun, which is something I cannot say for our topic of discussion. Tonight, we're looking at the channel Lemoncraft, and some of the antics its lemony mascot gets up to. Now look at this cute little guy. Surely he won't do anything despicable and disturbing, right? So, the channel. Lemoncraft sports over 1,700 videos, over 6 million subs, and almost 2.5 billion views. Very impressive. Enough so that they have spawned some copycat channels. Though if you told me they were all controlled by the same person or group, I'd believe that. Lemoncraft was uploading daily, but it has been absent in the last few months, thankfully. So what's the content this lemonhead was spewing out? For the most part, they seem to have a fixation on cars, with the occasional contemporary brain rot thrown into the mix. But if you dig a little deeper, things get a little unsettling, as you can see. Now, I'm no stranger to the use of clickbait, but I've skimmed through some of these videos and no, it's not clickbait. These are genuine. Definitely not the stuff you'd want your children binging for hours. Pretty horrific stuff. But at least it can't get any worse than this, right? Blech! Now, since I want to be a good boy for YouTube, I'll play it safe and censor the video's thumbnail. A thumbnail that's available to be viewed by anyone on the site, mind you. All I'm going to say is, there's a door on this diamond girl. The supposed entrance to her secret base. Ugh, just saying that makes me uncomfortable. And whatever you think this video is about, I guarantee you it's worse than you could ever imagine. So, if you are sensitive to viewing bad things happening to people, I suggest you X out of this video and forget everything you've seen today. For the rest, let's find out how rotten this little lemon can get. Let's take a look at I found the most secret base inside the Diamond Girl in Minecraft, by Lemoncraft.
Hello guys, like and subscribe. You are the best. Thanks.
So yeah, right off the bat, the video wants the viewer to like and sub. They even go the extra mile with a compliment. I really hate how this is an effective tactic to get subs, as even more reputable channels also do this. At least give me a sample of your work before I decide to commit to more. Then again, this content really isn't marketed to me now, is it? You'll know what I mean. So we start out proper with Lemonhead here enjoying the tube, though you might be a little distracted by the math question in the corner. The video just started and it has no relevance to the scene. Why is there a random math question? It is there to be comment bait. Get the viewer to comment the answer, thus increasing engagement in the laziest way possible. Now who would be so enticed by a simple math problem? We'll get to that soon enough. Right now let's get back to the video. So Diamond Girl enters the scene, having the time of her life standing around apparently.
Ooh.
Hey.
Yep, this little lemon speaks solely in soundboardinese. Surely that won't get tiring before long, right? With the girl in his sights, he drips up in order to woo her.
I love you.
It goes poorly. At least he's taking the rejection in a calm, mature fashion. Best sleep this off before we do anything reckless. So nighttime rolls in and Lemonface pays the Diamond Girl another visit, then watches her sleep through the window. What a creep. Bet you didn't think this would become a stalker thriller, huh? He invades the poor girl's house and finds a mysterious lever. Now what can that possibly activate? Yeah, there it is. The entrance to her secret base. Revealed to this lemonhead without her consent or knowledge. Absolutely vile. So how else is he gonna get inside the door than throwing an ender pearl at it? Man, it hurts just to say that.
What?
I gotta admit, it was really satisfying to see Lemonface get pummeled on. You would think he would back off at this point. Instead, his next plan is to arm himself to the teeth. He enters again and takes out the golem.
Yeah, boy.
I honestly have no idea what he expected to happen, or what he was trying to accomplish with that. So to recap, after being rejected by Diamond Girl, Lemonface here violated her privacy, violated her body, then blew her up. You can see why this guy is deserving of a girlfriend, right? I don't need to analyze further than that. Whatever good qualities this story had going for it is ruined by Lemonface being a horrible person, assuming that there were any good qualities to this slop to even speak of. Unfortunately, there's another story to this video, and as a courtesy, I dare to venture deeper. Let's see how rotten this sour fruit can get. The title of this story is called Annoying Girl. Gee, I wonder what she'll do to be called that. So Lemonface finds Diamond Girl, tries to woo her, gets rejected, then throws a tantrum. Getting deja vu here?
Bye, have a great time.
This is different though, because he tries again with a gift.
Oh my. What? No, God!
Her house is literally made of diamonds, Lemonface. I don't think she was in the market for more. And here's a little message for all you would-be Romeos out there. If a girl rejects your advances, take the L and move on. Otherwise you'll end up like Lemonface here, who's now offering his vehicle to a girl he just met. No, Lemonface, I don't feel sorry for you. After having to deal with you a third time, Diamond Girl definitely deserves to keep your truck. You did gift it to her after all. Nothing left to do but watch him throw a pity party for himself. Oh, what's this? Looks like Lemonface has an idea. One that involves lemons for some reason. You'd think a lemon man would have some sort of existential crisis holding his non-sentient brethren, but whatever. He sleeps till nighttime, and you know the drill. At least the secret base is in her head instead of her, you know. So, what's the plan?
I love you. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's right. He forcibly changes who she is via brainwashing just so she can be his girlfriend. How messed up is that? Pretty bold of the creator of this slop to have two stories back to back that are practically the same. One can argue the latter was slightly better, as Diamond Girl didn't die, though, given the choice between being blown up from the inside or being a trophy for a rotten lemon, I think death is better. Blech. I don't think I'm being hyperbolic when I say this is just SA dressed as Minecraft roleplay. It isn't entertaining. It isn't funny. It's not even cringe. It's sick, creepy, and has no business being played out the way it is. Lemonface does horrible things to Diamond Girl, and it plays out as justified because she had the audacity to turn down such a nice guy. And because content forms like this are creatively bankrupt, Lemoncraft has made multiple videos just like this. The same awful slop repackaged over and over again. Which begs the question, how do these videos pull so many views without any repercussions? To the shock of absolutely no one, it's because these videos are geared towards children. Specifically those who so deep down the content farm rabbit hole that crap like this can pop up. Think about it. The use of Minecraft, the cutesy mascot, the brain rot videos, the comment bait math problems, and stories so simplistic they don't require any voice work. And of course you got videos like this that'll pique their curiosity for all the wrong reasons. And at a glance, these videos look like normal Minecraft gameplay, so parental figures are none the wiser. When the Elsa Gate fiasco was kicking off a couple of years ago, some have debated whether or not the creators of this slop were making it solely for shock value, or had a plan to groom the next generation into awful behavior. But if you ask me, intention doesn't even matter. If you're exposing kids to harmful content like this, you are the scum of the earth. Simple as that. Alright, now that I'm off my soapbox, how about we watch a bit more Lemoncraft? I know I've already shown the worst the channel provides, but I want to highlight a few more tactics this channel deploys so I can wash my hands of it once and for all. And would you look how different this video is from the previous one? Instead of one secret base inside this woman, there's two! They're really thinking outside the box here. Unfortunately, still inside the girl. Blech, whatever. Here's which secret base inside the girl will you choose in Minecraft, lava or water base, by Lemoncraft. After the sub and math bait, Lemonface gets ambushed by zombies. He deploys the MLG tactic of standing in place as the zombies move up. This nice woman took care of the zombies for him. To repay her kindness, Lemonface is gonna stalk her like a creep, obviously. Oh, will you stop staring at her while she sleeps, you sycophants? They even zoomed in on her bases. How do you make something like this and not be a gross person? I'm sure you already know Lemon's intentions by now. But oh no, he doesn't have any ender pearls. Now he can't invade the body of an unsuspecting girl. Oh, how sad. Now of course he's gonna get some. By farming endermen? Villager trading? Piglin bartering? No, too much effort. Instead, an elder elderman beckons him to solve a math question, and as you'd expect, he asks help from the viewer to solve it for him. This kind of interactivity reminds me of shows like Blue's Clues or Dora the Explorer, further cementing the kid appeal. Only this is done worse because the question is irrelevant to the matter at hand. By the way, they stay on this for 40 seconds before Lemonface answers the stupid question to get the pearls.
Bye, have a great time.
Arriving back at the girl's house, he decides to invade the lava base first.
What? Hey.
Alright, there's a bit to unpack here. Now, do you think a room with blood and skeletons all over the place would be shocking to Lemonface? But this is a common occurrence to him. Who were those skeletons anyway? Does this lava water girl constantly have her bases invaded? And who are these girls? I'd like to think they're antibodies, but that's probably more thought than the actual maker of the slop did. They go down without a hassle. And speaking of no hassle, next up we have the most basic of basic parkour. After that exciting obstacle, Lemonface enters the treasure room and loots the place. Not sure how Lava Water Girl stores and retrieves her goods. Maybe she gets one of her antibodies to do that? Not important, I guess, because it's time to raid the water base. And it's just more of the same. But the parkour segment is just one jump instead of money. Wow, so different. Lemonface loots this one too, then makes his exit.
Oh my god.
Well, that was pretty sweet. And yeah, that's how the first story of this video ends, and I'm all for it. Nothing this channel makes will ever top this rotten lemon getting what he truly deserves. And I hope you like the math help, bloody room battle, and parkour segments because, from what I've seen, they are staples of the channel. The only bits of entertainment that isn't Lemonface getting what he wants. That and cars, I guess. Alright, we got one more story to go through. One that doesn't involve any secret bases, luckily. In Helping a Double Man, Lemonface starts the day by greeting a villager couple, and you can plainly see who the wife is, just so there's no ambiguity here. Now don't get me wrong, I'm all for giving mobs some gender expression. My problem is the practice is almost done exclusively for pairing purposes. Lady mobs only exist to confirm the heterosexuality of their male counterpart, or what is perceived to be male, as they're usually just the default skin. Alright, rant over. Next, he passes by Steve and a not-so-default Alex. Love is in the air, I suppose. So here we're introduced to the Double Man. Funny, I would have thought Double Man would have been like conjoined twins and not a lava water block skin. At least he's not too far from his house before making a display of himself in public. Yep, what girl wouldn't want to be with a mopey guy with a sign stating how desperate he is for a girlfriend? This is a foolproof strategy to attract women that will not backfire in any way. Being the good Samaritan he is, Lemonface searches for Double Man's sweetheart. And already he's found a candidate. Now listen here, fella. You're the sad sack crying about being single. You don't get to be picky. Personally, I think it would have been more funny if Derp Girl was the one rejecting Double Man. Would really put him in his place. Lemonface backs away from the situation until he finds, yeah, Lava Water Girl. Who would have thought, right? And apparently it was her house in the background. If only the idiot Double Man quit his pity party and looked behind him. Lemonface then brings Double Man to meet the girl, but not before they peep on her from the window like a couple of creeps.
Oh my god.
No, Double Dunce, I don't feel sorry for you. You should be grateful she didn't kill you like you did the Derp Girl. Pair that with the window stalking. Why would I want to see this menace happy? So after the rejection, Double Man realizes he has to make a change within himself to find happiness. Be more mature, more self-reliant, lower his high standards, and maybe one day, he'll find the woman of his dreams. Nah, just kidding. They call on the viewer to answer a stupid math problem to get a suit. Double Man tries again and this time it actually works. So much in fact that they start a family. I'm pretty sure they all love the story of how Dad killed a woman and creeped up on Mom. The end. So yeah, the best thing I could say about this one is that there wasn't any SA. I absolutely hate how the story wants the viewer to root for Double Man, but puts all of his worst qualities on display. He's lazy, entitled, ungrateful, and a self-pitying creep who doesn't deserve the help Lemonface gives him. Maybe he should have taken his sweetheart search to the web. I'm sure there's plenty of boyfriend-free girls there. So that was the worst of what Lemoncraft has to offer. At least I hope so. I can't imagine how the content of this channel can get any worse. But since it's gotten to this point, it is always a possibility. Never say never, as they say. It's a terrifying thought that garbage like this is always lurking in the depths of YouTube, ready to entice a young mind that doesn't know any better. Garbage with no moral fiber, no real entertainment, and no care for the damage it might cause to its young audience. Garbage that spread out like a virus, encouraging other farms to make its degeneracy the norm. Sure, Lemoncraft has stopped uploading, at least for now as of the making of this video, but there's no denying it has played a hand in shaping Minecraft content for the worst, and at this point, damage beyond repair. Nothing left to do but to throw this rotten lemon in the composter where it belongs. Hopefully never to return, but only time will tell. And thus, we bring this video to a close. Thanks for watching. This episode was a big yikes, huh? Things are definitely getting crazy out there for sure, but I'll be here to watch it unfold and tell you all about it. So if you enjoy my commentary of this bizarre side of Minecraft content, hit that like button, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of the madness without polluting the algorithm. At least in theory anyway. So until we meet again, I'm the FedoraMask, and I tip my fedora to you.